All right, guys, so here's the deal. Obviously, we all know that the government's shut down right now, and what we got to talk about if things do not get sorted out fast, we all know that SNAP benefits are about to get postponed, put on hold, so people are not going to be able to go in and get food. These are what a lot of people know as food stamps. Now, I am not here to argue the semantics on who deserves food stamps and who doesn't deserve food stamps. But what we do need to talk about is that what this means for millions of Americans and families all across the United States is that when they wake up next week, there is a possibility that they may have no money hitting their EBT cards. And look, this is what I'm going to say for you and everyone else, that even if you don't personally use SNAP, this will affect you. It will affect everyone. It will affect grocery stores. It's going to affect food prices, food banks, and it ripples throughout the entire, for lack of better words, food chain. So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and break down what's really going on, what to expect, and the most important things that you guys can do right now before November 1st. Okay, so here's a quick version. SNAP is federally funded. The government shuts down, the funding basically hits a wall. Most states already pushed out October's benefits early, but if the shutdown drags out in November, there's a real chance that money for SNAP doesn't go out at all. So what we do know is that there are a few states that are already starting to warn people about this. So yeah, this isn't just rumors. It's a very serious heads up because this is actually coming from top officials. This isn't just hearsay or possible rumors that are being spread by just the people. All right, so this is what we can do before the first hits. Especially if you are on EBT, you need to go ahead and check your balances. Make sure that for October, your benefits do or do not come through, and figure out exactly what you are going to have if they don't. Secondly, if you do have a balance, you have to be smart with whatever you do spend those EBT benefits on. Now, what I'm going to recommend, and this is going to go across the board for anybody on EBT and or anybody else in the prepping sector, you're going to want to stock up on rice, beans, pasta, canned meats. I know it sounds disgusting, but peanut butter, oats, stuff that keeps you fed even when there's a gap the entire month. So you want to be able to make it from the first to the end of the month with no benefits. I know it sounds hard. It sounds difficult, but it can be done. You very well can get large amounts of noodles and rice from Sam's Club. It is going to suck. It's not meant to be easy, but you can make it happen. Now, what I do want to tell you is you want to build a food buffer, but I am not saying to go out and panic buy or fill your truck with toilet paper. We've already seen this mistake happen, and it was such a silly, stupid mistake. Just grab a few extra shelf-stable items every trip that you guys make. Aim for at least 2 weeks to a month cushion. This is really where you're trying to get. Now, fourth, you're going to want to organize all of your food. Most people just bring it in, throw it in their shelves, but you need to take an inventory on all of your food. And if you have children, you have to watch and monitor what they are taking and what they're consuming. Because if you're out of something, You don't want to find out when you have $0 and they don't have that necessity or what you deem as a necessity in the house. Along with that, you're going to want to clean out your pantry and rotate all of your older cans forward. That is along the lines of making sure that you have what you have and organizing. Now, this one is a big one. Number 5, you're going to look for local resources right now. You're going to look for food banks, churches that are willing to help, community groups. Write all of these down. Do not wait until you're hungry to Google all of this. You don't want to wait till the last minute, because sometimes there's only going to be places that are going to accept you on Tuesdays or Thursdays, or you have to meet certain criteria, so you have to know these things prior to showing up. Make sure you know these things before you just try to show up for it. Now, lastly, I want to let you know we don't want to panic. The shelves only go empty when everyone rushes in all at once and they're panicking. Plan smart, stay calm, and make decisions that actually stretch your food, not just fill your cart. Now, what I can say for preppers, this is nothing new, but it's all a reminder for why we do what we do. Systems fail, people panic. And if your plan depends entirely on a system that can shut down overnight, it's not just really a plan. We all know that you don't have to go full bunker mode and get ready. Start small, cook from scratch, learn how to cook from scratch, keep water on hand, and maybe grow a few things or trade with neighbors. I want everybody here to know that preparedness is not about fear. It's about the freedom of being able to rely on yourself. It's knowing that if something happens, that you and your family still eats. The lights stay on and you don't have to rely on anybody else. Because at the end of the day, we see it takes a group of government officials arguing and bickering to allow people to go without food, without benefits. So it is our own responsibility to take care of our own people. All right. Now, with all of that being said, we all need to know if the shutdown keeps going, we will see even more programs get hit. So now's the time to take control. Over the next few days, I'll be posting updates on what happens next and how to stretch a prepper's pantry on a very tight budget. So if this helped, hit the subscribe button and stick around, where we prepare, we don't panic, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.